Low Vision Chef presents Skills to Begin Knife Use for Low Vision and Blind.
Hi, this is Low Vision Chef, and today we're going to focus on how to hold your hand in the claw method. This is the method used to hold your food whenever you're using a knife so that you don't cut yourself. Here we go with the process down to the cutting board. So we're not even going to start with a knife at this point. What we're going to do is just talk about what you do with your hand while you have a knife in it. And I'm not talking about your knife hand first of all. I'm talking about the opposite hand, which would be your left hand if you're right hand dominant. So take your left hand and make a claw. Now put your fingertips down on our counter or cutting board if you're doing what I'm doing. I have a cutting board here, and I'm putting my fingertips all and my nails straight down on the cutting board. So if you're using a big knife, you want to do this, and then you want to go just a step further and take those fingers, that last knuckle, and fold them underneath. So that would be the method that you use to hold your non-dominant hand, which in my case, because I'm right-handed, would be my left hand, and keeping your thumb back out of the way so that it doesn't get cut. So you don't want to take your first 4 fingers and hold them in claw position, but yet leave your thumb out there to be hacked off. You want to make sure you take your thumb and pull it back in underneath your index finger at least, so that you have a grip on what you're working with, your food, and then you have a grip on where your fingers are at, and so that you have them curled under, so that if your knife slips, that your knife goes down towards the cutting board and doesn't go down to your fingertips and take one of your fingertips off, because you need those for brailing and a lot of other things in life. So that's the first thing I wanted to talk to you about. It was your claw method. Now, once you have that claw method down, I sometimes take it a step further. If I'm holding on to something large, like say a cucumber, and I'm doing like a feed method because I've got several, inches in between, sometimes I'll take it and I'll just almost make a fist and take both knuckles and take them under. Now, if you're comfortable doing that, where you take both knuckles and almost make like a fist where your second knuckle is out there and flat and your last knuckle is totally bent under like I am, then that's great. And always remember, keeping that thumb back out of the way. Something else that you want to realize with your knife positioning and your comfort skills at a cutting board or knife is, if anybody shows you how to use a knife and to cut things, you don't want to be right, left, front, back. You always want to be on a diagonal of the board and get yourself comfortable, not only with your hold and practice first, but also get comfortable with your knife. So that's all I really have to talk about with knife hold if you're using a large knife. But now I'm going to talk to you about what's called the bridge method, for good reason, for using it for small items if you're cutting small items, or sometimes I even use it for big items. It's just very convenient. So let me tell you about what the bridge method is. The bridge method is when you take your index finger and your thumb and you put them flat down on the countertop, and in this case you're straight down to the cutting board, and you've got your other 3 fingers kind of rolled up into a fist. But if you kind of get the feeling, it looks like a little bridge, and your knife or your food is going to go in between that little bridge. So if you have any sight, you might see that I'm pointing my right hand through that bridge, because that's where the food and that's where the knife's going to go, and that's what they call the bridge method, and some people refer to it as the pinch method. But I refer to it as the bridge method, and I think for small items and also for some large items, it is a very nice method to use. It gives you very nice control. You'll be pinching on either side of your food, and then your knife is going to be going directly in the middle, and you generally know where the middle is on your own fingers. And then of course you'll always be cutting downwards towards the cutting board. Key with knife skills, never ever cut towards yourself. Always have the knife going away from yourself, down away from yourself, straight away from yourself, never ever towards yourself, your hand, or anything else. So those are knife skills basics without a knife and how to hold your hand. I hope that claw method's helpful to you. Keep cooking.
Thank you for visiting Low Vision Chef. If there are any other cooking topics we can help you with, please email us at brian@lowvisionchef.com. Thank you.